10 Great Thoughts from Matthew Henry, with a brief biography following, from the 1911 Encyclopædia Britannica. 1. After a storm comes a calm. 2. To fish in troubled waters. 3. They that die by famine die by inches. 4. None so blind as those that will not see. 5. No attribute of God is more dreadful to sinners than his holiness. 6. He whose head is in heaven need not fear to put his feet into the grave. 7. Many a dangerous temptation comes to us in gay, fine colors, that are but skin deep. 8. Here is bread, which strengthens man's heart, and therefore is called the staff of life. 9. It is good for us to keep some account of our prayers, that we may not unsay them in our practice. 10. Extraordinary afflictions are not always the punishment of extraordinary sins, but sometimes the trial of extraordinary graces. Henry, Matthew, 1662–1714, English Nonconformist divine, was born at Broad Oak, a farmhouse on the confines of Flintshire and Shropshire, on the 18th of October 1662. He was the son of Philip Henry, who had, 2 months earlier, been ejected by the Act of Uniformity. Unlike most of his fellow sufferers, Philip Henry possessed some private means, and was thus enabled to give a good education to his son, who went first to a school at Islington, and then to Gray's Inn. He soon relinquished his legal studies for theology, and in 1687 became minister of a Presbyterian congregation at Chester, removing in 1712 to Mare Street, Hackney. 2 years later, 22nd of June 1714, he died suddenly of apoplexy at Nantwich while on a journey from Chester to London. Henry's well-known exposition of the Old and New Testaments, 1708–1710, is a commentary of a practical and devotional rather than of a critical kind, covering the whole of the Old Testament, and the Gospels and Acts in the New. Here it was broken off by the author's death, but the work was finished by a number of ministers, and edited by G. Berter and John Hughes in 1811. Of no value as criticism, its unfailing good sense, its discriminating thought, its high moral tone, its simple piety and its singular felicity of practical application, combine with the well-sustained flow of its racy English style to secure for it the foremost place among works of its class. The end. Please share this audio and don't forget to subscribe today.